This is my audience for speech 2. Hello, my name is Vinay, and I will be talking to you about parasocial relationships. How many of you have stayed up late and gone down a rabbit hole of a celebrity's life or discography? Swipe after swipe, you learn more about them. After interview, award shows, and funny moments, you start feeling a connection. It almost feels like your friend. You slowly indulge in this connection to the point where you think you know everything about them. Soon it starts to impact the way you think, feel, and act. This overwhelmingly one-sided feeling of friendship and intimacy is a textbook example of a parasocial relationship. I've been in that situation before. It started with just wanting to know the names of the members in the band, and it soon turned into a shelf full of albums, posters, and merch. I believe it is important to know what a parasocial relationship is and how it affects our thoughts, feelings, and actions, and understanding why. Parasocial relationships affect how we think. For example, it has influence over our political beliefs and our morals. MAG is a prime example of a group of people in a parasocial relationship, as they believe in one person only, President Trump. His influence started way before, when he was formerly known as a TV star. Having a connection with a TV star turned political candidate can affect who people vote for in elections. Stated by the article, people perceive parasocial relationships to be effective at fulfilling emotional needs, by author Lotan Sheva. Not only does it affect our political views, but it also what we think of ourselves and others. Following an idol that prioritizes spreading love and humanity is evidently what you start believing in. Because our thoughts control our emotions, this leads to parasocial relationships also affecting how we feel. It has the opportunity to create a safe environment for those who are looking. When the pandemic happened, we all had to stay inside, quarantine. We had to wear masks and stay 6 feet away from each other. And if you lived with more people and got sick, good luck getting out of your designated corner. This ultimately resulted in an increase of social media and following your idols. In the article, I Can Fix Him, a mixed media analysis of psychological effects of parasocial relationship and adolescent K-pop fans by author Lucy Huang. It states that fans tend to change their tastes in order to feel a bond or similar to said idol. It has also found, according to the article, people perceive parasocial relationships to be effective at fulfilling emotional needs by Lotan Sheva. There's a study done to see if a parasocial relationship could have had the same effects of a face-to-face relationship, and essentially yes. A strong parasocial relationship was more effective at providing emotional needs than a weak face-to-face relationship. However, we should keep in mind that an intense one-sided relationship can lead to an unhealthy obsession that could hinder your ability to properly talk to anyone, feel safe in the outside world. The fact that a parasocial relationship can influence the way you think, in turn, how you feel, which basically means how you act as well, is serious. An unhealthy obsession to someone leads you to follow their plans. This can look like spending hundreds and hundreds on merch, albums, and limited edition items. Or it could also be donations and charities. The influence of big creators demonstrating a sustainable lifestyle. It states in the article, Greenfluence, following environmental influences, parasocial relationships, and youth participation behavior. To influencers demonstrate their own eco-friendly behaviors to their followers, and in doing so, they're opinion leaders. For example, the Korean group has also spoken at the White House about anti-Asian hate. I'll show you a clip of the RM leader speaking.
Thank you, Karen, for your kind words. Hi, we're BTS, and it is a great honor to be invited to the White House today to discuss the important issues of anti-Asian hate crimes, Asian inclusion, and diversity.
After that went viral, the fan base was encouraged to participate in donations and protests and rallies. It is important to understand these type of relationships, and especially in this time where social media apps have grown, such as TikTok, where it become easier to find yourself in these relationships. Humans are beings that look for connection, for a friend. So it is important to understand how to understand. Okay, so I will be taking any questions.
Yes.
You.
What made you want to write about parasocial relationships?
So I thought it was interesting because with the rise of social media and just you can get on the phone and just watch a YouTube and be like, I like this guy, he's gonna be my friend now. I thought it was interesting that people can just do that. Also kind of made me realize that I might be in one, or I probably am, because I have a lot of characters, a lot of musicians that I like. I support them with their I support them monetarily. So, thank you. Yes.
Okay, can you add on what classifies as a parasocial relationship based on your research?
So, based on research, a parasocial relationship is a one-sided relationship. That one person has a lot of feelings, either it can be a friendship, it can be a role model, or romantically. And that other person doesn't reciprocate or doesn't even know about that. So that is a parasocial relationship. And I agree. It makes sense. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
In your opinion, why do humans form bonds with people they do not know?
I think people are just naturally empathetic, just try to make a friend. No, not many people want to be alone. So when they see someone they think they can relate to or they can kind of relate to, they'd be like, yeah, I want to get to know them.
Okay. What, in your opinion, what do you think is the best way to overcome a parasocial relationship? Do you just cut it off, or what do you do?
I think if you're to the point of realizing this is unhealthy, probably therapy. Thank you.